Today in New York, a 28-year-old woman has been charged with posing as a teen at a Bronx high school. I'm Leah.
And I'm Garrett.
Welcome to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett in New York, New York. Let's open the book on this. First up, 28-year-old woman impersonates teen at Bronx school faces charges. Casey Klassen, who is 28, enrolled at Westchester Square Academy in the Bronx in mid-April using the name Shamara Rashad and claiming to be 16. She attended classes for about 2 weeks and was caught later in the month when the principal, Marquez Rich, saw a screenshot of her actual Facebook page and realized the identity didn't match. Klassen said a friend pressured her to do it to get more public assistance, though what type of assistance is unclear. She's now charged with criminal impersonation and trespass. Criminal impersonation means pretending to be someone you're not to gain a benefit. She pleaded not guilty. During her arrest, the school went into a brief lockdown, a safety step where movement is restricted inside the building. School leaders say the community was offered support afterward. The bigger picture is that enrollment fraud creates security risks and undermines public school values. It can put students and staff at risk and erode trust. And it's wild that a 28-year-old passed as a 16-year-old for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that checks out as a serious breach. I mean, any unauthorized adult inside a high school is a huge security risk. I'd love to see tighter identity checks at enrollment, verified records, maybe standardized ID cross-checks. Why was it so easy to slip through for that long? And about the public assistance claim, if that's even part of it, the lack of detail is frustrating. Transparency would help people understand the motive and fix the loopholes, right?
Real talk, the why is still unanswered. The principal flagged it as soon as the Facebook tip surfaced. That's how this unraveled. Until more comes out, all we know is the claim about a friend and assistance, which is unclear. The key takeaway for schools is sharper verification on the front end and quick response when something feels off. That's the heartbeat of it.
All right, let's roll on. Next up, NYC slaps Bronx landlords with a historic $31 million penalty for poor building conditions from 2024 to 2026. The landlords, Karen Singh and Rajmati Persad, are tied to Robert Fulton Terrace and Fordham Towers in the Bronx, where there are over 1,000 violations. We're talking broken elevators, infestations, and more. The city won a $31 million civil penalty, a non-criminal fine meant to correct behavior. That money is slated to improve the buildings. The properties are in foreclosure, which means the lender is taking them back, and a chief restructuring officer will oversee repairs. That's basically a turnaround manager with authority to fix operations. The penalty will be converted into liens on the properties. A lien is a legal claim that has to be paid off when the building is sold or refinanced, so future buyers have to deal with it. Tenant activism played a big role in surfacing the problems. The litigation started under Mayor Eric Adams, and officials say the decision reflects Mayor Zohran Mamdani's current focus on housing standards.
That's a story worth telling. Holding landlords accountable at that scale says, take care of people's homes, or the city will step in. For tenants living with broken elevators and pests, this could mean real fixes, not just promises. Shout out to the tenant organizers. Neighbors who document issues, call 311, and show up to hearings often drive change. Still, continued vigilance matters. Big fines are step one, but follow through on repairs is the finish line. Okay, let's move on. Next up, NYC health officials alert public after measles case detected in Manhattan. A Manhattan resident, an unvaccinated adult, tested positive after international travel and visited several venues, including an Italian restaurant called Norma. Health officials aren't listing every business visited to protect privacy, which is standard practice. They're emphasizing the overall risk to the public is low because New York has high vaccination rates. This is the 5th measles case in the city in 2026, all tied to international travel. Quick reminder, measles is a highly contagious virus that spreads through the air and is preventable through the MMR vaccine, measles, mumps, and rubella. Travel-related cases keep popping up, which shows how global our health picture really is.
I'm all about that perspective. Vaccination is the firewall here. It keeps isolated travel cases from turning into outbreaks, and it's a good nudge for folks traveling internationally to check their vaccine records ahead of time. No evidence of community spread right now is solid news, but awareness stays important, especially if you know you're unvaccinated or you were in the same places around the same time.
Thanks for tuning in to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett in New York, New York.
Have a great day, and we'll catch you tomorrow.